Hey wonderful people, how you doing? Welcome back to my channel. This is Lentil with Nani. Today I bring you a beautiful tutorial on how to make this lovely dress for a baby girl. Right, so I'm working with a little above 1 yard of fabric. This is just like 5 inches above 1 yard, so that's the fabric I'll be using for this tutorial. And we're going to be folding in bias, right? So I'm going to show you how you fold in bias. So first you're going to fold your fabric into two, right? So I'm folding along the width of the fabric. Okay, remember I'm working with a little above 1 yard, so I folded into two like so. Then you're going to fold in form of a bias. We're going to fold in a bias form, like in a triangular form. That's what we mean when we say fold in bias. So this is how to fold on bias, like so. Okay, just fold it in form of a triangle like so. So this is how you fold on bias, and it's going to give you that beautiful look. It looks like an A-line, but it's not an A-line. All right, so that's how to fold. Right, so from the thumbnail you've seen what we are making, and I want the length of the dress to be 25 inches, but because of the ruffles at the lower part, I'll take out 5 inches from 25, so I have 20 inches. Then because I'll be needing half inch at the lower part to attach the ruffles to the dress, I'm going to be marking 20 and half as the length of my skirt of my dress. So 20 and half. Okay, so that's what I have measured, 20 and half, like so. Now it's an off shoulder, and for a child you don't do -5. Okay, so when you fold your fabric on bias, you need to make sure that it can accommodate the chest measurement divided by 4 plus at least 1 to 1.5 inches seam allowance. So the chest I'm working with is 24 divided by 4, that's 6, so I have around 7.5, and that's fine when I folded. So like I said, it's an off shoulder, so I'll be doing -2.5. Okay, you can do 2.5 or 3 inches. This is a child's measurement, or this is for a child, so you don't need to do -4, -5. Oh god, it's not going to work out. So I'm doing -2.5. You can as well do 3 inches. Okay, so from there, from the top, I'll mark the chest line of this child. The chest line is derived by dividing the chest measurement by 6 plus 2 inches. Okay, so on that 2.5 inches that I came down on from the shoulder, I'm going to mark the shoulder measurement. The shoulder is 10 divided by 2, that's 5, so I've marked 5. And I've also marked the bust divided by the chest, sorry, divided by 4 plus 1.5 inches. So I'll connect from the shoulder to the chest line, then connect to the length of the dress. It is as easy as this. Okay, remember -2.5 or -3. Then from there, from the upper part, I'm going to take the measurement. I'm marking 20 and half. That's the length. So I'm going to take 20 and half all around. Okay, so 20 and half, like so. 20 and half, so I'll just go and connect it up. So this is how it came out to be. On the shoulder line, you're going to mark half of the shoulder. Remember, we come down by 2.5 or 3 inches, so it's at that point that you mark your shoulder divided by 2. Then from there you would mark your chest line. Okay, the chest line is the bust divided by, or the chest rather, because this is a child, there is no bust yet. So the chest divided by 6 plus 2 inches. Okay, so 24 divided by 6 is 4 plus 2 inches, that's 6. So 6 inches is the chest line for this measurement. So from the main shoulder you come down by 6 inches. Okay, then from the 2.5 inches you came down by, you're going to slant it back to the chest line. So that's how I got my armhole. You can see, so you have to cut it properly so that everything looks really nice and sweet. Yeah, so this is what we have. I'm going to open it up like so. Okay, so this is how beautiful it is. So what I'm going to do is to use my bias tape to knit in the armhole. Okay, or you can just fold it in. Okay, you can either use your bias tape or you can just fold it in. Okay, so you tape the sides and the upper part and the armhole like so. Okay, so when you're done, you place it right size facing its right size and use your 1.5 or 1 inch allowance or whatever allowance you allocated and stitch it down. Okay, so the next thing we're going to be doing will be to cut out the lower part, okay, for the ruffles. So like I said, I want the length of this dress to be 25 inches long, and we have made the upper one to be 20 and a half. That's 20 inches, right? Half inch is for seam allowance, so I'm going to measure around the lower part. Okay, so whatever I have, you can multiply that by 2, 2.5 or 3 depending on how you want the ruffles to be. So I have 22 times 3, that's 66. So whatever fabric I'm going to be cutting out is going to be at least 66 inches wide, okay, so that I can gather it round the hem of this dress. Okay, so that's if you want it to be really full, okay, but you can just do as much as you have. So I have a little above 1 yard, so that's what I'll be using. I'll just fold into two like this. Right, so remember I said I want the length of this dress to be 25 inches. So if I subtract 25 from 20 that I've already marked, that's 5 inches. I'll need half inch to attach this ruffles to the upper part, that's 5.5. Then I'll need 1 inch to fold the hem, and that is 6.5. Okay, so I'm going to be marking 6.5 as the length of this ruffles. Okay, so I'm marking 6.5 like so. All right, so I'm just marking 6.5 all around like so. So I'm marking 6.5. Okay, so that's what I would use. 6.5 here, 6.5, the same here. Right, so I'll just go join it together and cut it out. Okay, so just go and cut it out, and I'll cut another one. So I'll be using this for one side, then I'll cut the other one for the other side. Okay, so that's what I'm just going to do now. Right, so as you just folded your fabric, you can see, so I'm just going to gather this one back to the measurement around the hem. Okay, so this is what I have, a little above 1 yard. So I don't have much fabric, so I'll just use it and gather it around. But if you want it to be very full, you can use the measurement you got at the hem times 3 inches, and it's going to be really full. Like the one we have on the thumbnail is not so full, and that's what I'm aiming to achieve. Okay, something that is not too full. So this 6 inches above 1 yard is enough for me, right? So I've cut out two pieces, and this is it. Okay, so this is what I have. So you can go and join it together. Okay, if you're cutting another one, go and join it together. Okay, and go attach it round. Okay, so if you've already sewn your bodies, you can go and attach it, but I want to sew it separately. Okay, so I'll just separate it, then I'll do this before joining the sides. Okay, so I'll just go and gather this one round the hem of the dress, like so. Just gather it around the hem of the dress, then you keep it aside, then you go and also gather the other one around the hem of the dress. It's easier this way, okay, than joining it together then start pleating. So but this is easier, just go and pleat it all the way around or gather it around, then you can then go and take your side seam. Okay, so this is what we have left. We're going to be cutting out the straps for the upper part. There is no sleeve attached to this dress, so we just need to make straps to tie it by the side. Okay, so I'm going to fold my fabric like so. I'm going to fold it into two, and when I fold, I'll fold into another two. That's 4 folds like so. So I need it to be 1 inch. I need the strap to be 1 inch wide, so I'm going to mark 1.5. Okay, and I want the length to be 12 inches, so you can make it 15, 16 depending on how much fabric you have. So like I said, the length I'm working with is 12 inches, and the width of the strip is 1.5. Okay, so when I'm done sewing with half inch, I'll be left with 1 inch as the width of my straps. Okay, so I'm going to cut it out now. like so. So you can make your strap to be long, you can make it 15-20 inches, so that when you tie it, you can make a bow with it. Okay, but I have limited fabrics, I'm working with 12 inches, and that will be fine. So this is what I have, and this is for one side. Okay, I have two pieces now, this is for one side, so I'll place it like this, fold it into two, then go and stitch it with 1/2 inch, like so. So I'll go and fold again and cut another one, okay, for the other side of my strap. Okay, so you can just place this one that you've already cut out, just place it on it and trace out the shape, like so. So this is really very easy. In 15 to 20 minutes you're done cutting and sewing. Okay, so just take it gently, one step at a time, and you're going to get it. So place it correctly so that one side is no longer than one side or wider than one side, then you go and cut it out, like so. Okay, so you keep cutting. And if you're watching till now, you know how it is. I clap offering for you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for clicking on this video. God bless you. Please consider subscribing to this channel. Turn on your post notifications so that each time I upload the new video, you'll be the first to be notified. Share with your family, your friends, all over, all lovers of sewing and fashion designing. Okay, so I'll go and sew this up together, right? So I have my dress, really beautiful, really beautiful, I must say. So I've attached the ruffles. Okay, I've gathered it around the hem of the skirt of the dress. Okay, then I folded the upper part and the armhole, you can see. So I folded it in, then I attached the straps. Okay, so this is what it looks like front and back. You can see that beauty. Then imagine this on your 3-year-old, because this is for a 3-year-old, and this is how beautiful it is. You can see that beautiful flare that it has. It's looking like an A-line, but it's not an A-line because it was cut on bias, right? So this is what you do. You just open it up. Once the child wears it, you can now go and tie it firmly. Okay, so you can see interlocked or overlocked. Okay, I weaved the sides of the strap before attaching it to the bodice or to the dress. Then you can go tie it round, like so. So after attaching the ruffles, I also went ahead to weave or overlock the inside so that everything is looking really clean and nice. So I hope you enjoyed making this dress with me. If you did, consider subscribing, like this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, stay safe, love you. Mwah.